Alrighty, welcome back everybody. I'm Wrath, and we're back for another episode of Hellion. So where we left off, and I'm going pretty quick here because I want to get as much done as possible. Where we left off, I had picked up some parts and I had completed what is going to be my nomad build for a station, which is simply, let's adjust this here. Fabrication. Alright, so we've got a fabricator here, and we were able to, hunting down all of the materials that we got. Oh, we still got some left over in here because I ground up some more stuff. We were able to get 3 circuits out of all of that, and plenty of carbon fibers and alloys for a few different builds. We're also pretty good on raw resources, except for, as always, nitrogen's being a bit of a problem. So the server just did a reset, and we're running refinement of materials here so that we can try to increase our output here. So plus it's going to free up some space if I refine all of this stuff. So let's toss that guy in there, and the ice, or most of the ice. So refine those. So we'll let those run. Power-wise, because we've gotten catalysts for both the ship's supply and for the Haven, we're now producing a fairly much better amount of power. We still do need to get some of these to help store a higher capacity of power. I could build them, but I think I'm going to hold off at this point for just a little bit. And let's go ahead. We've got a few more of these that we can use. Trying to just make sure that I take care of all of the baseline needs. The ship has air, the station has air. It's not full air, but I'll live with what I've got. So my plan right now is that I'm going to go and go to Broken Marble to look for some additional parts. Oh, that needs to be recharged. Let's go recharge this one. So I can either go to Broken Marble or to the I think Broken Marble is going to do the best for me. Broken Marble or Everest Station are likely to have better resources. So I'm going to be looking for power station components from either of those 2 sections, so that when I think we just lost the sunlight exposure. So that when we go through here, what the hell was I saying? I just lost my entire train of thought. I hate it when this happens. So when I go there and I start looking for resources for refined items, for items to refine, for I think that I'll have a better chance of finding the electrical components that I'm after. So hard to say what I want to say. Who knew talking with words was so tough? Me not make words good. I also want to do the missions. So we're gonna try and do those as well. So we're gonna do a little bit of everything, I think, here. And one of the big problems we have is that we can't actually secure this station because, of course, we don't have any command authority for the station because, again, there's no command module. Take this and put that in there as well. And the only reason I'm moving these in here is because they're furthest from the door, and therefore it's kind of like, well, you know, hope for the best, but really I'm not going to be able to lock any of this stuff down. So we'll just do what we can. Alright, so we've pretty much got that. Let's check. I'm just killing time while the refinery does its thing here. Okay. Don't know why it does that where it leaves some behind. Alright, so that gives us a pretty good setup right now. Did I ever find any? I did have a couple more of these. Did I forget? No. So we are going to need to get some more of these filters here because they are starting to wear down. And I'd like to avoid having to buy more of them, or build more of them, but those are probably going to be the best bet because those ones will come out at 100%. Okay. Okay, I think once I've got the stuff that I need, because here's what my plan is. I want to get enough to have a reserve and a backup. All right, so for what I want to do. So what I need is, from fabrication, I need to be able to get us out of Bether reasonably easily. So that means a singularity cell detonator. Now I have a standard tier 1 singularity cell detonator. I actually have 2 of them. However, I want to be able to be as efficient as possible. So I could build a tier 2 right now because I have 3 of the circuits. However, I'm going to need to come back here. So I want to be able to have multiple, and I'd like to be able to have like a tier 3 if at all possible. I think that would give me the best flexibility to be able to just zip around wherever I need to. But that does mean that I'm going to need to get more core containment as well. And those require pretty much everything that's higher level. Like I could create this catalyst, which is a tier 4 catalyst, and that, I don't know how much that would actually boost my power, but that's a tier 3. So there's a bunch of different stuff. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way because we know that we're going to need this, and we know we're going to need a mining scanner. So I mean, those are a given. see. Alright, so the assembler still takes a lot of my power. So maybe if I shut down these other systems. Well, that only just... Oh, we have 0 sun exposure, that's why it's in the red. So hopefully we will come out of the darkness here. And for now, we can set that down there. Okay. So now that we have that set, we're going to wait for the power issue to resolve itself. Make sure everything's powered up. Okay, so everything's on. We're ready to go. Now I am going to keep one of these cans around just because I think that maybe they could be useful. I just haven't decided it's how that could be useful. Come on. Let's get some power back on. What is the deal? Where's my sun exposure? Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Oh. About to have sunrise. Perfect timing. Boom. Sunrise. Okay. So with that said, we are in a good place. So I'm going to go ahead and refill this thing. Close and pressurize. And let's go get ourselves into our ship. First stop is, of course, Everest Station. Okay. Okay. And we're in. Now I didn't refill my little emergency packs, so that is something I will have to do before we go too far, but I generally pick up extra ones wherever I go, so I'm not all that worried about it. So I'll put these there for now. I have some in the main station So we still have plenty of room to maneuver. Let's go to Broken Marble. So, Broken Marble. You are... Okay. Military Scrapyard. That looks like it might be a fun place to visit. Well, let's start with this power section, though. We're going to warp to that. Okay, gotta wait for this here. Alright, let's go see if we can work the power supply here. And let's check this fuel cell here. Fuel cell is at 32%. Alright, let's... No, we're good. Just took a little bit of time for it to recharge after having been in the dark. Alright, so let's do it. Cancel that. Looks like that power section exploded or something. Okay, we'll switch to this one here. Okay, initialize. Where's my indicator? Over there. Okay. Alrighty. Now we're gonna pop on over there real quick and see what we can get. So each of the areas in Hellion are themed. So like you have industrial themed sections, military themed sections, civilian themed sections, and they all have their sort of spread of what is around in them. In this particular instance, I think that what would be best for me is to build my base somewhere safe, out of the reach of other people. And that means I need a fairly strong warp capacity, and I need an area where I can, if necessary, draw more resources. We're going to get in nice and close to this. It's a big old reactor, which is nice. Might get some decent parts off of this. More importantly, I'm actually hoping to get electrical components off of this. So that's the big win ticket item. Match velocity, turn the station ship. Okay, and time to get to work. Okay. Okay. Nothing to it, just getting through it. Okay, start checking this one first. That's an electrical component right there. Already feeling the love here. Okay. Drivers are ready to be updated again. So that's shielding. I don't need that, and frankly, I'm pretty overloaded on those as is, so I'll leave those be for now. Okay, so now time to check the other section. And then we'll make a quick insertion for parts. Okay, more shattered plates. I think that's it right there. Might be. Let me see. Looks like a big ass thing. Are you something that I can yank out of here? No. Breaking my heart and setting my hopes too high. Okay, nothing there. Okay. Another shielding. Let's check this thing over here, and then let's get in, work our way through, and see what we can find. Those more catalysts? Nope, those are floor lights. Okay. Alright, focus wrath. It's the stuff on the outside that matters. Nothing there. So, just that one. Unless there's something in here. But I don't see anything. No, okay. Let's go inside, see if we can find anything of value here. Oh, there's a container, so at least I can refill something. What you got? Oxygen, okay. Another oxygen one. Another pistol. Take it. I think for sure that one had nitro in it. Suit. Nothing of value in there. Wait, are you what I'm looking for? Can I take you right off the wall? No, I can't. Other work cells. Or refill as you go tanks. seemed to be the most dime a dozen item in the whole thing. And gravity. Nothing, nothing. Was not even worth my time. Giant waste of energy. Oh, medkit. More suits and more medkits. Alright, well, wasn't a complete bust, but definitely not as lucrative as I had hoped. Now there's another one nearby, so let's go take a look at that one as well. Okay. Okay. Let's get to work. Okay, next one's at 5 kilometers. Go away from that thing. Alright, that should be well and truly clear. Give ourselves a nose down. Hold on a second here. I think the air quality in here is getting low. I might need to take a moment. Okay. So I think after we hit this one, we're going to go ahead. Oh, yep, somebody just bounced in on me. Collision, 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 collision. Oh, I just lost part of my station. Or I blew up part of the station I was looking at. Crap. That distracted me. Shoot. Now I'm seriously damaged. Okay. Only choice is to warp away. I just screwed the pooch there, and I don't want to stick around and have a talk with this guy. Okay. Okay. Gonna need a new warp cell. Okay. Where's the warp indicator? There it is. Alright, we're going to get warped out of here and go do some repairs. Oh, that was massively stupid of me. I gotta remember that I'm working with a much larger mass now. I got too arrogant on that one. Way too arrogant, and it cost me dearly. This should put me out of range and I can go and start doing repairs. Okay. So I'm gonna get out the ye old repair tool. Let's see what needs fixing. The outside of the ship is obviously going to need some work. So hopefully we jumped far enough away that that guy's not going to be able to track us down for now. Because I really don't want to have to deal with fighting somebody. Damage on the lights again. I never understand this as a damage point. Oh, your headlamps are damaged. That's like a critical system. Like that just it just makes no sense to me. Like the other damage nodes right up on top by the solar panels, and right here underneath the cockpit. These make sense to me. Okay. But let's check. This part of the station took the brunt of that hit, so let's check. Yeah, some damage. Kind of figured there would be. Check for any other exterior damage. Okay, the rest of the exterior seems to have survived in relatively decent condition, even though that was a massive hit. I can't understand how my station is not wrecked much harder than it is right now. Then again, there might be a fair bit of internal damage that I'm not yet aware of. So we'll see what the end up verdict for all of this is. Okay. The airlock took, I think the airlock might have taken more abuse from that than the fabrication module, which is surprising. But it was off to the proper side that it would potentially have taken a hit. So, it's possible. Let's check the bottom. It doesn't look like there's anything up there. Wonder what that other guy was thinking. I'll bet he thought I rammed that thing on purpose to like keep him from getting it or something. Which would be kind of funny. I mean, like, that'd be a really brazen thing to do, to be like, no, you can't have this, I'm going to destroy it rather than let you have it. Okay. Tools out. Wait a minute. Okay, 100% there. 100%. No, oh, there's a little bit of damage. But other than that, everything's in good working order. Okay. Sweet. We were able to stumble our way through that basically botched job. Oh wait, we got a thing to dump in here for another electrical component. Alright, so that gives us 4 circuits to work with. So we can start. Okay. Get back to the ship. Oh wait, you know what? Let's recharge these canisters correctly. Because if I keep not doing it correctly, I'm going to pay for it. Alrighty. Got that. Okay. Alright, let's get to work. Hate when I do this. So I want to do a mining scanner, so that's going to take 2. And I want to do a at least a tier 3, so I'm going to need another 6. So I need 4 more. In order to get everything sorted out, I'll need at least 4 more. And I left the other one there. Awesome. That's right, I can go back with these 3. Okay. And breathe. All right. And the 0.5 nitro. And half a nitro. Okay, and all right. Now that we've had an encounter with somebody else, I think that it is in my best benefit here to grab one of those and be ready to defend myself. All right, so how much are we on time here? 44 minutes? Okay. Need to get more components, and then the last thing I want to do is run through the actual missions here. Okay. it is I just turned off my jets so I can save at least a little bit of my RCS, but that's going to be something for later. Actually, what's my air quality? Oh, I got to do something about that. Power that up. It's gonna chew through oxygen, but I don't have much of a choice. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to go get a filter. I'm gonna have to get one of the filters from the station here. Oh, darn it. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we've got that shut down. Okay, close the outer door and repressurize. Okay. Alright, both of those systems are running. Go ahead and close that. And let's get to work. I can check that time. And we're right about 50 minutes here, so let's see if we can get a little bit of luck real quick. Let's see. Don't want storage. Industrial junkyard, production. Post production might actually be my ticket here. Okay. So quick 10-second jump. And then we can see if we can get some more parts. Again, the only thing we're after right now is some electrical components. Once we've got enough to make the tier 3 warp detonator, we're going to bugger off pretty darn quick. Look and see if we can find any. Match, that's good enough. Let's get out there and check it. Worst case scenario, it's got nothing. Okay. That thing's got a big nose. My ship's got this huge prow on the front of it because it's got that frickin' fabrication module on the front end. Let's see if there's anything inside to get excited about. And then we will get out of here. Oh, I can't get in that way. Okay. So definitely not getting excited about that. Okay. I'd like to make use of those, but they're not worth anything to me. Because I already have so many and nothing to do with them. As I said, the things I would really like are just not coming up for me today. Nothing really to speak of there. More hacking tools. Not much else. The joy of a really crappy... Ooh. Don't drift into that thing. Alright. So that's going to be the end of this episode. I think that we're not going to be able to get too much further until we get the remaining 4 systems that we want to get. Let's take a look at the map real quick. Like if we zoom way out, not just like storage, industrial junkyard, but like the nearest planets, Errol and Ascatar. What is out here? Advanced processing facility. That might be worthwhile. What does Ariel have? A fort, so that's a military installation. Unknown. And civilian emergency supply post. All of those, oh, and also unknown. My scan's not going to tell me anything about that area, but it looks promising. What's the next one in? Hirith. Refinery. Unknown. Calypso. Unknown. And Enigma. Unknown. Okay. So let's see what it would take to actually warp to Errol. So maximum. So that, all right. So if I wanted to get there, warp to insufficient warp cells, and we would need a lot more. It'd be like a 20-minute warp. So I definitely need a higher grade warp cell, and that unfortunately means that I need to get myself resources that are over here. All right, we're going to go ahead and go for this one. And there we go. Take a quick warp over there. So I'm going to go ahead and keep hunting for these electrical components until we're ready, and I'm going to go ahead and also off camera do the missions, the story components. Actually, no, you know what? I'll do the story components in the next episode once I've got everything I need to get clear of this area. Until next time, I'm Wrath. I hope that you are enjoying this series, and I look forward to your comments, and I will catch you on the flip side.